Lads, I'm pretty sure raiding has sucked out all of my soul. And that might seem like a real extreme statement for somebody who has not been raiding for very long. But what I mean by that is, like, the Honeybee Lovely song has been stuck in my head, but it hasn't been stuck in my head as like the ultimate and vibes-based technology that it was before. It's like stuck in my head in the way that I do feel like a worker bee, droning inwards and onwards for what she needs. And that's how I feel about doing weeklies. So once again, I'm offloading the task of making chores in Final Fantasy XIV fun to you guys. Cheers. In case people are interested in terms of anything productive that I've done as your good little worker bee, there have been a couple of odds and ends. We like did a few YouTube shorts. There's a couple more that need to come through the pipeline. We did actually, for the first time ever, that's right, folks, hit 4 concurrent viewers on the youtube.com/@demeistlive channel. So we're really moving up in the world. And theoretically that's going to be because the audio video off sync is not going to be so bad. So, you know, lots of little benefits and quirks about existence. I'm organizing some more stuff on the back end, which theoretically will be good. Don't actually cheer that. It is such a minor. No, it's fine. Listen, you know what? Actually, I take that back. Yeah, cheer on my accomplishments. I think about this sometimes, that before the French Revolution, in is it Versailles? It's not Versailles. What was the name of like the French king's like little palace that wasn't in Paris? Anyways, he like there were positions in the French royal court that was like basically the king's ass wiper and stuff, right? And like those were actually legitimate positions of noble hierarchy. And like that was a thing that it was like, if I got that position, that is good, and I'm happy about that, because it means me and like my descendants are theoretically enshrined inside of like the royal hierarchy at a certain high position. And then, you know, they all got their heads chopped off, so swings and roundabouts. You know, I want you guys to be there for me constantly, to cheer my every tiny accomplishment. And we'll see. That might be a thing that I do on Demeist After Dark again, is I've been thinking about going over analytics. I've been thinking about min-maxing content. And I unironically have been thinking about how to make me working on streams into streams in a way that I don't dox myself or, you know, show you my stream key live. So we'll see how those things pan out, but you get it. I was also thinking about how this is the most unshaven you will have ever seen me, which really is just an embarrassing like French villain mustache. Thinking about France a lot. I wonder why that could possibly be. But anyways, it's good to see you guys. Thanks for being here at the start of the 4-day work week. That's not even true. 4-day work weeks ends on Thursday, isn't it? I really don't have that much to complain about. It's just been a lot of like psychological stuff. And for those of you who do sometimes tune into the bonus streams, we've got M1S on lock. That makes me feel good. But we do need to do some stuff to progress to M2S and further. Some of that being actually knowing what the hell a best in slot is, which I've made that joke several weeks now, but we're really getting down to the wire. So it is good to see you though, Enderfriend, Mesvia, Clary, Wirebone, JR, hey lads. My work week starts on Tuesday, so technically I'm starting my 4-day work week. I wish that was true, Clary. I do appreciate you validating me and backing me up on the just truly erroneous stuff that I was saying. The problem is that I am like constantly at a low level. Like yesterday I was watching YouTube videos, and like I was watching a YouTube video and I was like, oh shit, that guy is playing this game and this game looks good. Let me go put it on my list of things to stream. Like it's non-stop. I just woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, oh my god, like people were talking like about this particular piece of content. Am I too late for it? Like, and just like the amount of like, sorry, the vibes are rancid today. They're just truly reprehensible. The point is that I need to do more content and less content at the exact same time. So hey. No respect for anything you've told me regarding best in slot. Here's the thing, Wirebone, is that you telling me things about best in slot is awesome, but just like all of the other people with whom I've chatted about doing content creation with, unless it's like tattooed onto my arms, I will not remember it. Like I need, what was that movie, Memento, where like he wakes up and he doesn't remember anything, and so he like needs to look at the tattoos to remember things? That's basically my existence. Is like, unless I have it in triplicate in multiple different capacities, there is no chance of me remembering anything we've chatted about. And that's just a fun fact about me, your friend, Demeist, is that I've got a bad brain. And also, my inventory is full again. So that's that's what today looks like. What are we going to do? I guess let's pop over to Maelstrom to turn in some odds and ends. And then... oh, I need to get... okay, so with this weekly reset, my custom deliveries will let me get my crafter class to 100. So I can get blacksmith to 100, and then I can meld my own materia. What's an Arcadion? Who is an Arcadion? I've never heard this term before. This is my first time ever seeing that word. What does that word mean? This is level 50 pants. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. I know, however, like, hee hee ho ho comedic bits aside, I know people are with limited time. So if people are interested in hitting up the normal raids, go ahead and hit me with the little wavy sign so that way I can grab you now, so that way it will not be a problem. I will continue doing my thing, but yeah. I get beaten over the head with a steel chair? Is that why I keep forgetting about it? Welcome in, Susie. Oh, I need to put my pants back in my inventory. This is the problem, is that like I do enjoy Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know that end tier hardcore content is for me. Which that is not a statement that I'm going to stop doing it. But it does, I do gaze out into the middle distance and wonder, there's gotta be something more. Can I desynth this to level up my desynth? I don't think so. Yeah, my desynth for armor is already higher than this. Also, I gotta be honest with you, I have this fight with myself every time. Oh wait, no, actually I already have one in my glamour dresser. Never mind, I can throw this away. But whenever the word Inquisitor is stapled on anything, I will keep it in there, so... oh, I don't have Ruka added. Well, that's... okay. If you and Ruka are interested, I'll grab you and then give you leader to grab Ruka. At least you said that you have done it. I mean, like, we haven't even finished out a raid here, you know what I mean? But... one thing you've had to remind yourself a lot these days is to celebrate each accomplishment, no matter how small or trivial it might seem. Reason being that you or I might find some simple or trivial the reason why that you or I might find things simple or trivial for someone else might be very difficult, and vice versa. It helps keep you sane doing the whole day-to-day life stuff. God, waffles. I feel that with every fiber of my being. Like the like again, I talked about this a little bit in past, but like moral relativism is something that I find just to be truly worthless, for lack of a better phrase. Oh, I do want Vobert stuff. At some point in time, I'll go back and do... This is not me choking somebody out, but me thinking about what is it called when you go into a dungeon that is designed for 4 people, and it's not company squadrons, but it is with NPCs. What is that called? Anyways, I need to do them at some point in time. Trusts! Thank you, JR. I need to go back and do my trusts, and then I'll just get the Vobert stuff then, so fine. Duty support? Now you're just making up words. And then I can do the same thing with the Palaka stuff. I don't even have a Thavnarian boy, but I do really like the look of the top, so. Vault with duty support. Wait, can you do that now? I remember they were saying they put some duty support in for the old stuff, but like they're like truly faceless NPCs, and like I think some of it is very cute, right? Like when they have the NPCs that have like ambient dialogue about like, oh, this is scary or whatever. But I'm just also like, not giving them a name. Like, there were a bunch of Adventurers Guild NPCs who were our rivals during that time. Why have you not included them, Square Enix? It's fine. Not faceless NPCs past a Realm Reborn. Okay. Maybe. Maybe. The Evolution stuff, as much as I... Why do I have this? The Evolution stuff, as much as I do like it, it is legally possible to do Evilise with just 3 boys now. So I'll desynth that to level that up. Truly fill my inventory with different garbage. Trust was what it was known during Shadowbringers and early Endwalker, then they changed it to duty support when they added a Realm Reborn Stormblood support. Oh, interesting, Wirebone. I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't realize that that was actually 2 different bits of info. Okay. What would really be min-maxing is if I actually did the, whatchamacallit. There's like a tonic that you can drink to give you more decent EXP. I'm not doing that, because for all of the garbage in my inventory, I don't think I have space for desynthesis solution or whatever it's called, so... would it be more efficient than my 9 high-quality, high potions of strength I made? Probably. Am I going to do it? Absolutely not. Sure. What are you? Storm sap? That's being thrown away. Some faceless NPCs passed a Realm Reborn. Vault has you go in with Alphino, Horshafont, and a Temple Banneret. Oh! Oh! Sorry, no, we can't. We're simply going to move on. Just like, what a truly gutless choice to allow you to run in and duty support with Temple Banneret. Do you have a cavalcade of named NPCs who could be on your side? Right, Redwall Yunge, Drillmont de Lasserant, literally any of the boys. It's fine. It's fine. I will not talk about my infinite sorrows with regards to Heaven's Ward. It's fine. I'm well adjusted and normal. bu- 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 But we went in with the Nameless Boys. But we went in with like fellow adventurers, right? Like that was the conceit of early A Realm Reborn stuff, which I actually quite enjoyed, was that like ostensibly we were the Warrior of Light, and also we had our chump jabronis with us. And I thought that was like cute in the way that it was like, okay, we have to provide some explanation. And then the Asm stuff, right, where you're the Warrior of Light and you're summoning all of your reflections, also deeply charming. Like the Arcadian contrivance is like actually a little annoying to me, where it's like, oh, welcome to the Arcadion. To help you, we've summoned 7 of our best souls, and our best souls also happen to look exactly like everyone else. Don't worry about the fact that whatever the Alexandria shard would absolutely have them be only 1/8 as strong as a normal adventurer from your world, or 1/7 as strong and only 1/8 as strong as you. They're definitely worthwhile. And like, again, it's like no one else cares. Like, truly no one else in the entire world is like miffed about this. I know it's just me, but I am miffed about it. So, yeah. Alamigo duty has you go with Lise, Ehrenwald, Alphino, Raubon, depending on your role. That's chill, yeah. Portiafont, Amaric. The Garlean chick is Lucia, which they pronounce her name as Lucia in the voiced lines of Heavensward, and then in Stormblood and on, they name her Lucia. And so I, like a dipshit, call her Lucia, because that's what the pronounced thing is, but according to Koji Fox, it's not Rogadin, it's Rugadin. So whatever, lads, we don't know anything. Arcadian party members are stupid considering we're still on the source where you can summon your adventurer friends. Oh no, JR, don't worry about the fact that they established Vanguard to be an explanation for why the time dilation between the the Alexandria bubble and the source is no longer a problem. Don't worry about any of that. You need to use your friends inside of the Arcadians, like soul network. It's fine. You always have trouble with Sia names because of that? Yeah, no, 1000%. We summoned 7 of our greatest champions. Never mind the fact that, as far as we can tell, there are no Aura natives to either Tural or Alexandria. I promise, at some point in time, I will be less salty all the time. If no one else is interested in running normals, though, we can start up on the first one. I know Darj and Ruka, you two are otherwise busy, but yeah. Is Marcia, Marcia, or Marcia? Good. Love that. Love that for me. Okay, hold on. What was I doing? Oh, right. I can desynth the hats, and that'll give me some XP as well. Hey, man, you want in for normals? Darsh Scholar. There you go. As an Aura player, it bothers you. Very fair. I don't think anybody could tell you. Okay, so the Holonic 3-string is going to hell. I don't think anybody could tell you that's a bad thing, right? Looks like we have 2 healers already. You're allowed in as a DPS. Ain't nowhere in the rules it says Marin not allowed to DPS. What am I here for? The pre-string. The idea of us taking religious artifacts from Ishgard and turning it into our grand companies, very funny to me. Okay. Do not feel obligated if you do not want in, Marin, but people are willing, yeah. Fire Emblem game, you have Marcy and Lucia. You pronounce them differently and not with the same rule set, yeah. How did Alexandria not look at your aura and go, what the heck is that thing? Some kind of lizard human? Yeah. I mean, Awkward aura Ishgard interactions here. But yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna ready up. Ooh, Ender Friend. Thank you so much for re-upping your sub with us for 37 months. Hachi Machi. I do need to fix. I just defaulted to my old Warrior of Light Glam. It's fine. Face looks so weird. So many months. I appreciate it, yeah. What are we doing? Normals. Oh god, my brain is bad. There were likely aura in another nation on the shard, but they likely didn't survive the storm surge. Interesting. Oh, does anybody want a mystic weapon minion? I don't even know how I got that, I'll be honest with you. Oh, nope, I remember, from the Eureka Orthos run. Or the Titania Barding. Because I definitely need to get rid of those. Hell yeah, Susie. I'll pop over to give it to you. I also need to do custom deliveries today to finish off Blacksmith, and then I'll probably do Miner. Ooh, fun. Who are my custom deliveries for today? Or for this week, rather. Okay, really going for the bottom of the list here. Oh my god. Sure, Kurenai. It's been a while. Oh, it's the Stormbloods. Okay. Please, sir. Please ready up. I don't even have a right to complain. I've got 4 lads with us. Please, whoever you are, just hit the ready button. Thank you.
I hope you're ready to be ripped to shreds.
I was just about to waste some of our raid ops.
I sharpened these just for you.
So I'll go ahead and No, come on, lad.
A vicious blow! Oh, that'll leave a mark.
How dare you? Don't call me out in 4K. I do appreciate this warrior not having
Can
their
you
king
dodge
stance
this,
on, though.
I wonder?
Four bonuses crafting this week: Charlemagne, Kurenai, Monago, and Zoe.
Try
Interesting.
this.
There isn't a new one for the Dawntrail zones yet, right? Switch.
Here it comes. Black Cat's lithe and lethal maneuver. My ring! Please bear with us while we repair the ring.
Going up.
Sure. Friend. It's been nice knowing you.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring. They're back on their feet. What grit?
I still feel like for M1S, we should just pay attention to which way the cat is posed.
I'll gut you
Because
like a cod.
not actually paying attention to the way the cat is posed feels like, cheating on your homework. You know what I mean? Oh boy. It feels like when your professors used to tell you to show your work and you were like, I don't know, I just copied the answer off the guy sitting next to me, so I'll just like scribble some numbers and hope that works for you.
You're mincemeat.
Does this satisfy your like weird exhibitionist needs, professor? And then the professor was like, I didn't appreciate that tone you took with me. And then you're like, well, maybe you should create a curriculum that's actually based off of some sort of observable learning. And then you fail your class. You get it. This is a universal experience that I think
Even
everyone
I
has
felt
had.
that one. Oh, but the challenger's still standing.
These claws Rendell.
Okay, swap. Stay. Cool.
To me, echo of my soul.
They're still in it, but for how long?
Ooh, Stenny, thank you so much for the raid! I am terribly sorry. The vibes today are just really like a homework-esque vibe, so you get it. Let's save one of our knockback or dashes to dash cancel that. You get it. Thank you, Mesphia, for doing double duty with that shout out. How is Dave the Diver? I know you've been plugging away at that for a bit. How is he still?
To me, echo of my soul.
Sure. I mean, we theoretically shouldn't need it, but oh, bad. Okay. It was a good time y'all opened a sushi franchise. Hell
over.
yeah.
Until next time.
I mean, you know, I'm just going to say, big fan. New custom delivery, 7.15. Gotcha. Okay. No, hey, thank you so much for popping in. It is greatly appreciated. That's been the vibe. I don't know if it's just like, oh shit, wait, what do I need? I need feet? No, I don't need feet. I need legs. I need legs. Okay, somebody else got the legs. I guess I need earring? Well, I'm not gonna get earring with that. Wait. Oh my god. Okay, so I saw Darj's Eos over Ruka, and I was like, did Darj change into a bun boy? So, there you go. Please give me pants. I've been pantsless for so long. I genuinely do not know. Whether I'm going to use this for Sam gear or not. I presume I was going to use this for Paladin, I'll be honest with you, because I've got problems. Okay, y'all are going to have to wait while I go tickle Monago's custom delivery satisfaction. Hold on. Weirdly, Girabanya actually has like cheaper teleports from Gridania, because the Shroud connects to the Aldenard Peninsula to Ilsabard, but I cannot be bothered. I've got cheap boys. They're very cute, but you need to be huge and muscular. Do you need to be huge? My Paladin is better right now, is it? No, my pants are crafting pants, right? Are crafting pants better than normal raids? I genuinely have no idea. Wait, but I did get pants. So what do I need now? Something. It's always the one at the bottom, but I always get nervous and double check. Yeah, resistance material. Hey, Shark. It's good to see you. Okay. Blacksmith. And then... actually... if people are just ready to rock rollin' and ready to go. I did like Ralger's Reach, but I liked Ralger's Reach in the sense that I thought it was going to be like Idleshire, and then we were going to get a like proper Alamigo teleport. And the fact that we get like the Alamigan Quarter is very frustrating to me, because it's like, what do you mean it's the Alamigan Quarter? All of it should be Alamigo. What are you talking about? So, you know. Don't bother replacing your crafted gear unless it's higher eye level? Okay. Gotcha. I'm pretty sure we just knocked these out with a single attempt. But yeah. I've got bad news, Wirebone. It's great that you're ready, but the Resistance needs this Resistance material. Ignore the fact that they are no longer the Resistance and are now the rightfully enfranchised and legitimate intermediary government of Garabanya. We're still calling them the Resistance because the idea of changing things up is too complex, you know? Are we fully pentamilded? If not, then some piece could be up for debate, but you'd have to chuck it in a gear calculator. No. Hisoka, the likelihood of me getting fully pentamilded is so ridiculously unfunny. Like, I mean, I'm willing to try it, but yeah. What are the pieces that would be up for debate at that point? Please, I'm an idiot. Just tell me what to do. Honestly, it doesn't matter much unless you're week 1 progging. Okay. Well, Kitty Beans, I don't know if you were there for Sunday, but like, we saw Enrage 3 or 4 times. We were just pretty lacking on the damage department. You'd have to chuck my set into a calculator to check. Chat, what's my set? What does that mean? Appreciate you, Marin. It's just like, I think the thing that was so discouraging was like, I've been here before with the Thornton Unreal, right? Where like we didn't do enough damage. And that like made me so frustrated because I was like, we've done the fight mechanically, quotation, like parentheses, perfectly, right? So like, if we've done the fight mechanically, perfectly, then surely they should just give us the victory. We're at Enrage, which I know is not how it works, and that's probably just what like separates me as like a mid to like softcore gamer from the hardcore gamers, is I'm like, but I danced the dance correctly. When you do a waltz, no one is like, your waltz was fine, but actually you didn't step hard enough on the floor at appropriate parts. Less GCD heal and use more OGCDs so that way you can DPS. Cure 3 is our friend. Okay. My set is my current gear. Can check what you've got versus what the recommended prog stats are and what you can be at with Tomb gear. Okay. Clearly we need more bosses like in Bardam's Metal. JR, you joke. I do like Bardam's Metal, especially when Bardam's Metal like really does like a shame kink on you to be like, hey, you messed up these mechanics. Now I'm gonna tie you up and hoist you above the rest of the party so that way they can all point and laugh at you. Very funny. 10 out of 10. Bardam's Metal, love that place. Cure 3 isn't for spamming heals, it's for when you need a quick top-up? Okay. Assize, Tetra, Wings, the Libelle, Asylum, Flanare. I have absolutely no idea what these words mean, but hey. That's also... Here's the other thing. I don't theory craft correctly. I know exactly one person's kit, and that's mine, so... If you really wanted, you could do a deep dive and look at exactly what everyone needs to do to make the chat. You know, Hisoka, like... On a individual for everyone, because the idea behind the static was that it was going to be casual, right? That we were just a group of friends to have fun. But on an intellectual level, I would really like that. Also, can somebody tell me how tenacity works? Tenacity versus like determination and all this other stuff? Because everyone and their mother tells me I just need critical hit and direct hit. And I'm like, what is the point of all of the rest of the stats then? Why do we have these other attributes? And I know I should just listen to the 5 heads who have been doing this for ages, but I'm like, but surely constancy, like, is also valuable in some capacity. Anyways, it's fine. Have people put their stuff into XIV analysis so it can tell them what they're doing wrong. But that's the other thing that bothers me, and like, don't get me wrong, I had Euphine, Restarter, as they show up in chat sometimes. They're a brilliant friend, and they've definitely thrown my stuff into XIV analysis and been like, these are definitely the things that you can fix. And I do enjoy having like clear guidelines. But the other part for me is like, but if I just like, this is nothing. This is truly nothing for no one. But I'm like, But the joy of doing the content is solving it yourself, right? But yeah. Tenacity is your defense as a tank. Wait, why do we get tenacity on our relic weapons then? You didn't do X baddie, but like these are things you can do slightly better. Definitely don't want to jeopardize the static mindset vibes. No. Sorry, Hisoka. That wasn't aimed at you or anybody. Like that's the thing. That's the reason why the vibes are so rancid today is because I'm just like thinking about it and I'm like philosophizing. You know what I mean? I'm like, what does it mean to game? Like where does the joy and wonderment from gaming come from, you know? Critical hit is ridiculously OP. Yeah, I have heard about that, right? Like how the critical hit in 14 is both your chance to crit as well as the amount that you crit, which feels insane. Like, the first 3 times that was told to me, I was like, and I cannot be right, but there you go. It's an improvement too, at the end of the game. There's 2 A's on the and 2 A's at the at, which makes me think I'm misreading it, but there you go. Tenacity, aka not worth the meld unless it's specifically to hit a breakpoint you wouldn't hit with another direct hit or determination meld. Interesting. Because they hate us, oh I see. It's not telling you how to play your class, but how to improve. Oh, gotcha. Seeing your improvement as you grow as a player is one of the most fun parts of raiding. It's definitely different for everyone. Some people really enjoy solving mechs, yeah. Sorry your achy is borked, no worries. Although, that does make me wonder if, like, when you're raiding Kitty Beans, if, like, sometimes it's, like, moving you to the left otherwise. Okay, sorry. People have been waiting on me, and that's truly my bad. Let's throw out another ready check to make sure I'm not trolling anyone. But yeah. At least tenacity slightly improves DPS now, cries in piety. Okay. That's the other thing that I know is just illegal. I desperately want to meld spell speed and piety. And I know no one will agree with me doing that. But I want to. I am trolling you? You know I am. Something to keep in mind. Tenacity used to be a different stat in A Realm Reborn called parry. It increased your parry rate back then. It also didn't work right. No. I'm like, this is the thing. Oh god, please. Oh god, please. Oh wait, I finished it in 1. There we go. This is the other thing that like bothers me about like this MMO versus others, which like I guess I haven't played that many MMOs, but like the fact that we don't have attribute points to allocate.
The Honeybee Lovely Show has begun.
That's like so bizarre to me.
Let's put on a lovely show for the audience.
Oh, this is so funny. Actually, I should just give it to them.
To your
But
lovely queen.
as you guys know, I don't like chatting about people's usernames without knowing them IRL. So I'm just gonna... Oh, wait, no, I thought this had... Oh, shit, I thought this was... Ah!
A vicious blow! Oh, that'll leave a mark.
So funny. Well, I really screwed up, people. It's fine.
Hope you're ready for me to steal your
Okay.
heart.
This is a raid wire?
Now to savor the sweet sting of Honeybee's charms. Oh, she's definitely feeling your love. Can the challenger resist the irresistible? I know I can't.
Oh, that's right. And then we just gotta be careful. And then we go into freaking bullet hell. Oh no!
Yes, her charms were not to be denied.
So funny. Oh god, please! Please! Oh, it's a massacre, as it always is.
I'll make you mine.
Okay, grade wide again. Wait, north is up here.
Is everyone having a good time?
Oh, it wasn't raid wide. Oh, I blew my load already. Well, you know how it goes. Oh, this is bad.
A little taste to make it interesting.
Okay, but this is where we have to move after, right? Yeah, okay. Oh man, the desire to assassinate somebody in this one.
Venom strike!
No hard feelings if I kill you?
What? Okay. I don't think this is right. Oh, it is right.
What? Oh, you're kidding me. It didn't work? B is for brilliant.
Good.
What's this? Honeybee has changed her routine.
God, my kingdom for it to be this orderly and organized.
Ooh, what a delightful
Okay.
battle this is. We're just getting started.
Where is north? Is this north?
Who's my obedient little bee?
Is that north? Hell yeah. Sure. Oh no. God. It's so weird because I still think of the Brute Bomber as, like, for me, quite easy. Which apparently is definitely not the case. Please. Please, Honeybee. Not gonna lie, I didn't see that as blow kiss, and I thought that was blow off, and I was like, not in public, please.
Your support means the world to me, everyone.
Even I felt that one. Oh, but the challenger's still standing.
B is for beat you to a bloody pulp.
Oh, come on, lads.
Amazing! The challenger saw straight through it. What a clash! Neither side is willing to yield. What power!
I'm sorry, I should not laugh at that. Well, listen. I think that was a worthwhile sacrifice. Ooh. Thank you, Ruka.
It's all over. Until next time.
Okay. There used to be attribute points? Sorry about your keychains, Wirebone. God, you miss WoW talent trees? So I've heard a lot about those old talent trees. Like, that's the other thing that makes me so sad, is the only place right now that cares about, like, the different types of mobs is Eureka, right? Because, like, Eureka will give you bonus for killing certain types of boys, like Ashkin and others, right? And, like, that's the thing, is, like, I just want my paladin to go into a graveyard somewhere and smite all the boys, you know what I mean? Parry had a hard cap of like 16%, which any tank weapon would give before melts. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, JR capturing exactly what I wanted to chat about. So funny. Conditions to parry were the lowest. Don't get you started on how determination used to be accuracy. What? With hard accuracy requirements for specific rolls for specific fights? Oh, wacky. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't roll! Oh god, that's my bad! I gotta give it to them. Sure. I genuinely don't know. I mean, I'm sure someone has told me, as I've been told multiple times now, but there you go. From the earth you rise, and to the earth you will not return. It's good to see you, Sallies. Okay. That was my bad. Sorry, Mesphia. Catching up on chat. Okay. Are people ready for M3? Because we'll just queue up for it right away then. Okay. Oh, please. Blacksmith. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I should probably just turn in the ones that I have, because I might want the XP on someone else, right? No, please! Fantastic. Hold on. Oh, please. So I've got a level 100 crafter, so that's taken care of.
I'll blow you to smithereens.
The brute bomber has muscled his way into the ring!
I mean, at least I don't have the excuse of savage muscle memory here, right?
Even I felt that one! Oh! But the challenger's still standing! Die!
I was so upset about his half cleaves. Genuinely very aggravating. Ugh. I think the barrage is not the raid one, right? Yeah, it's this one. Which, like, so obviously once you've seen the Savage, you can figure out some of the DNA about, like, their, Oh wait, I'm on the wrong side! I'm on the side that wants to get immediately hit. You can see some of the, like, DNA for it in the normal fights, right? So I wonder if there were people who could figure it out.
You should know that I have a short fuse.
Just by, like, vibing to it.
Die!
Long fuse. Short fuse.
Don't mind me. Throat's a bit parched.
God, not excited for this part on the M3S fight.
Banned compound detected. Combatants disqualified.
Out of the way, tin can.
My word, he just assaulted the referee! The scoundrel!
Classic heel behavior. Fun fact, when the referee appears, the main tank loses aggro. Is that true? Oh, that's cute. Oh.
Beautifully dodged!
Brutal impact is the raid wide. I'm south because fuck you, I guess. Cool, fantastic.
Die!
Gonna walk slowly out of the wall. Thanks, bud. Real big appreciate.
I can't lose.
Okay.
I won't.
Oh, come on. Please. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Die!
Oh. Oh, I got no
They're
mitts for
back on their
this.
feet.
Godspeed.
What grid? Is it over already?
Uses...
A vicious blow! Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Oh damn, that's a shame. Did nobody give you intervention, Wirebone? Could have been a Dark Knight there to TBN you. Barbarous Barrage is similarly not a raid-wide, even though that name sounds very raid-wide-esque.
Oh my! The challenger went down hard. They're still in it! But for how long?
What an excellent question. Oh no! Alright, that one's on me. I deserve that one. Oh man. The other thing that is especially funny about that is my hubris was very big because... Oh, fuck. We're so fucked. Because I had, we should wall this. Because I had, Hollow Ground off cooldown, and so I was like, oh, of course, I've got this. I did not have that. We should just wall, right? Surely we're not going to stand here. We're going to wall this? Sweet paladin friend? I don't... Lad, this is a bad idea. Yeah, we're not going to make the damage check. Yeah, Sathis, no sweat either way, Avi. The idea is just for me to do my MMO homework in some capacity.
I'll blow you to smithereens.
The brute bomber has muscled his way into the ring! Even I felt that one! Oh! But the challenger's still standing!
Is the even I felt that one a reference to a tank buster if you didn't admit it? Barbarous Barrage is just the knockbacks.
You should know that I have a short fuse.
Long fuses first. Short fuse, or yeah, you get what I mean.
Die!
Go to the long fuses, the short fuses will explode first. You get it.
Don't mind me, throat's a bit parched.
I'm gonna watch my aggro.
Banned compound detected. Combatants disqualified.
Is that true?
Out of the way, tin can!
I don't know that
My
there's a
word,
way for
you
me to
just
tell just off the
assaulted the
visual
referee.
indicator.
The
It looks like I
scary
still have aggro the whole time, but
No more distractions!
A vicious blow! Oh, that'll leave a mark.
oh, did it? That's very cute. Okay.
Die! I can't lose! I won't!
I mean, but that's some unrealistic standards you're putting yourself up to. You know what I mean? You gotta lose sometimes. If you never lose, that's just rough. Nobody's perfect, but everyone can be perfect in their own special way, Brute Bomber. You don't need to live up to the standards that other people have put upon you. Do what makes you feel good. Listen, bud, have you considered that perhaps you need to have your own standards for success? Brutal Impact. Barbarous Barrage is just the knockbacks.
Oh my! The challenger went down hard. And they're done! Is it over already?
Okay. No, it's chill. I'll just come to you every time. I wouldn't want your dainty little feetsies to get hurt.
Die!
They're back on their feet! What grit?
Fuses, long and short. He's probably going to aim over here because we've got the long fuses on this side. This Brutal Impact is going to hurt. I don't have anything for it. Let's just stand exactly where you are at any moment in time. That's how I feel it. Okay, dokie.
It's all over.
Literally anyone
Until
else.
next time.
Woofa duffa. I keep saying every time that I think the guy is extremely readable, and then we always get a wipe on him, so, you know, swings and roundabouts. But we did get confirmation that the aggro on Brute Bomber is going from me to someone else, so that's fine. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna give it a second. Nope, that's not what I want. Extract material. And then we're gonna get back into the ding-dang thing with M4. Free me from this, wheel, Smile. Okay. Wait, no, blacksmith is at level 100, so I need the XP to go to literally anybody else. Armor, I guess. Can you tell I'm not a team player? Based off of my crafters? What? Oh, did I not craft the other ones? Oops, okay. Okay, doke. I thought we banned the term cheap viewers. Weird. Did they really? It's very funny. I need direct hits, which I'll trade out for later. You know, JR, I'll be honest. In the, like, depths of my heart, like in my darkest place, I have definitely thought about buying viewers on twitch.tv, I'll be honest with you. But also, the other side of the problem is literally why. So, you get it. Reported, no! I mean, there's probably some reason, right? Like, they've got to have some degree of success, right? And then much in the same way that people buy Gil, right? It's not about the actual people who are buying Gil, it's about... or it's not about the amount that they're buying, because the USD converts based off of the strength of the currency to other currencies quite well. Something, something. I had a point in there. Pretend I said something incredibly salient and intelligent. Ugh. You would, but the state of my inventory distracted you. Oopsie poopsie. What is this? Probably not worthwhile. But I do have 9 of it in a retainer somewhere, so there you go. Right, but I think... it's besides the point. Sathies, you want in, or you doing something else right now? It would only be for M4 at this point. Hell yeah. From the, like, part of me that was equally susceptible to, like, day trading, and the, like, evil schema that is, there definitely was a part of me that was like, I get it, right? the number go up is a very good feeling. And so obviously you want the number go up, right? So the idea that there are people out there who are desperate for that sense of accomplishment and satisfaction to be purchasable is basically the entire model that gacha games are based off of. But yeah. Very cute.
This is nothing personal, but I must have your soul.
Wicked Thunder has returned to the ring!
Streaming is a gacha game confirmed? Unironically, though, sometimes.
There is no limit to Electrope's potential. Electrope has many uses. Watch and learn.
Oh, look at that massive cannon. Her skills are as sharp as ever.
Right, left, right. Okay, so switch.
Amazing! The challenger saw straight through it!
Switch. Stay. Switch. Switch. Stay.
A vicious blow!
Switch.
That'll leave a mark!
Take this!
Oh god, okay. We're all just hanging out here. Cool and radical.
If one needs wings, one needs simply make them.
His great wings! Ha! Are wickedly divine!
Okay. Nice. Escape. Wrath of Zeus is a raid wide.
How's this?
Oh my! The challenger went down hard.
Another raid wide.
They're back on their feet! What grit!
Cannon time. Swap. Swap. Stay. Swap.
And they're done! Is it over already?
Oh shit, that was on me.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring.
Okay. I don't know that this is gonna be doable. We'll see. Okay. Actually, eminently doable.
They're still in it, but for how long?
Wings. Trying to see if I could save my clemency, but it looks like the answer is no. Okay, I broke umbrage with that, but that's fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and clemency myself a little bit over here. You get it? You get how these things can be sometimes. Okay, nope. Fucking hate this mechanic as well, actually. Good. Yep. It is what it is. I am going to pop my clemencies here to help out. I do probably need to figure out that particular staff. Strapped, actually. Okay, right here. Yep. Okay. Big cannon. Okay. And not cover for another 60
Are you
seconds.
still standing?
Is there even a point?
I cannot!
I'm doing passage of arms here. Didn't realize there were puddles dropped in the top left corner. That's on me.
Just die already!
Okay, cool. I think those might have been for me.
I need your soul!
Woo! Oh, this is
It's all
fun.
over.
Oh, I'm a big fan of this. No. Okay. I kind of hoped that would stay there the entire time. Not gonna lie. Did you read the blog post you linked in Discord with the Give It All's lyrics? I did not read the blog post, JR. Unfortunately, these days, I very rarely have the attention span necessary for sitting down and reading. But I did listen to it, yeah. No, Sappies, trust me. My frustration at this point in the game has more to do with my frustration with the concept of, freaking roulettes, right? Because, like, these fights are interesting and fun, and when you go through them the very first time and you've never seen the mechanic before, there's something to that, right? But, man, my infinite frustration at, like, having to do it over and over again out of, like, necessity, and I think that's another part of the reason why, like, I didn't used to do this kind of stuff, right? No, JR, I don't think it's a question of quality of anyone, right? I think it is a question of not perseverance, but, like, I guess tenacity, if I was going to be smug about it, right? Sickness is a perfectly valid excuse, and also, right, like, if people aren't playing the game regularly, that's a part of the reason why I feel a little bad about just doing weeklies, is because, like, I know my skills are not up to snuff, right? But the other part is, like, when you do the video game on a consistent basis for, like, homework, for lack of a better phrase, is that a good design? I'm on blacksmith! All that XP wasted. But, like, I don't know, right? Like, because a part of it is, I really do like 14. But in these down phases, like, are we having a good time? And the short answer is, I think I am still. But it is definitely a question, like, back with the content drought as well, right? Like, how much of just doing the same thing over and over again is valuable? But I say that, and then I go play Fire Emblem on Lunatic mode, so you get it. That's your problem, you haven't melded Tenacity. Fun fact, JR, Tenacity apparently helps your parry rate. You don't necessarily mind running the same content over and over. After all, you never know if your next run might be helping a sprout get their first content clear. Which is what really bothers you is people who cannot simply be bothered to wait for new people who are watching cutscenes. Oh no! Waffles, you might be calling me out because I've been hiding chat. So I don't know if there are people who were watching new cutscenes. Oh god! Oh no! You can look at their names. Did we have any sprouts? Was I the asshole this time? You play on off classes when you're not raiding to keep things interesting. I don't know. I don't think I've done that. But there you go. Okay. Wait. So I wanted to pop over... I'll pop over to Solution 9. I've never seen that person before in my life. I'm popping over to Solution 9 to trade off the minion and the barding. Mostly crops up in 24-man raids and 4-man dungeons. That's fair. Alliances are definitely some of the most frustrating. And I've definitely heard some people say it comes down to, which instance are we in? I've heard some people say it comes down to whether or not they are, Oh my god, why is my brain toothpaste? Oh, it's the idea of the many versus the few, right? So like for me personally, I feel like there is absolutely no cost in waiting for a sprout's first time. In fact, that's a part of the reason why I can acknowledge that I've been I can acknowledge how uniquely advantaged I am. Because by virtue of doing it with other people, there have been times where they have, you know, made it so that way I could watch cutscenes comfortably. And that is the other thing, right? Is like, I wish there was something that I could do to make that more viable, you know? Yeah, sorry, Susie. Because we're in a crossworld still, I was not able to just look at the map. No, Ruka, thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry, that's not what that was aimed at. Oh, no. Thank you for hanging out and playing on the playground. But while I'm here, yeah, I'm gonna pop over and do these as well. Okay. It also helps you stay sharp, since then you're paying attention to how whatever class you're playing needs to react to things instead of Dark Knight muscle memory. God, not even once. This is the wrong place for me. The RP in this game really makes the content drought not seem too daunting, but the RP population is so small on Final Fantasy, as it is in most MMOs. Is that true? I didn't realize all MMOs had, yeah, difficulty finding RP. But also, yeah, right, I guess that's the other part, if we're being, disingenuous, is, I've definitely done a lot less role-playing in favor of more content, and I feel great about that. I love that for me. I'm so happy I'm doing more content. It's my favorite. I'm definitely not feeling anything that could resemble anything other than joy and wonderment in my soul. So there you go. Since you're not a healer main, you like to play challenging but not hard content as healer to try and test how well you can react and heal. Fair enough, yeah. Why you always toss a comm to the Chad tanks who reset the boss when someone pulls while new people are in cutscenes? Hell yeah, Waffles. Any chance of me playing Sims 4 at some point? Pixie, while I would love the idea, I actually was chatting with a friend ages ago about Sims 4. The reason why I would probably never do Sims 4 is because I'm just actually not made of money. And there are simply too many Sims 4 like DLCs and packs, right? So I was thinking about going back to RimWorld recently. And then I was talking to somebody about Keeper RL, which seems like a really good game. I was talking to Mespia about that, and it seems like exactly what I want from RimWorld, because like whenever I play RimWorld, I try and like lock it down to just like medieval ages, which is a nonsensical thing to do. And then the other thing is, sorry, not that I'm like looking, not that this is the meme about the guy with the chick and then looking at the other chick like longingly, right? Where like this is me looking with Final Fantasy 14 and then looking at other games. But RimWorld did release a DLC recently, which was like, you know, like horror themed stuff. So sort of like eldritch and cosmic horror. And there was also some like little undead bringing up stuff, and I was like, So I was side-eyeing that recently, but yeah. Also, it's just easier on your hand pains to press one damage button instead of several. Fair enough, Wirebone, yeah. Our peers are always a very small population of players. Really? Oh, fair enough. Most are casuals, just playing the game types. Yeah. Back in your WoW days, the RP server seems big, but if you went to any of the other servers that isn't RP flagged, they'll be like, what the hell, why are you LARPing? I have had a lot of people tell me that I should move off Siren, and someday I might listen to them, but yeah. What's up? There's some people who don't even know that RP was a thing on WoW while playing WoW. Doesn't surprise me, yeah. God, Sims DLCs are out of control. Okay, not to like put myself on blast, but I did play Sims Medieval like a billion years ago, right? And honestly, Sims Medieval, not bad. Just play the base game to start. A part of the problem is my discomfort with modern things, I think. Because I think a lot of my insight and a lot of my input with regards to modern things lends itself to me talking in very boring ways. Like, basically a consistent criticism that I have gotten is that I need to dumb down my language on streams. And like, I just can't do that with modern things, because for me, like, anything that's a commentary on like the modern day, like the current day, always feels like there's a point that's being made, right? And like Sims is probably one of the most indicative on that, right? With regards to like game design philosophy and the like pushing of a particular narrative. Because like Sims is just chock-a-block with this is how you live a good life. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. Always, no respect. How am I disrespecting you this time, Wirebone? I mean, I probably am, but how specifically am I doing it? Siren isn't that bad, is it? Siren is not the RP server. Yeah. You recommend Hades or Stellaris? You think I would genuinely have a blast with Hades? What is it, Supermassive? They're the same people who did Boom 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 Bastion. They're the same people who did Bastion and Transistor, right? And Pyre. And all of those games were absolute romps. So I probably would. I just haven't played Hades because it's one of those games where like the more people tell you how good it is, the more I'm like, okay, so I don't need to play it. Like how we glossed over your call out. What was your guys' call out? No respect. Just level to max and start raiding. Yeah, I don't know. To me, that's an insane thought because I did play Warcraft 1 and 2 and 3, right? So for me, I was like super involved in the story. And I was chatting to some other people who just truly did not care, which is valid. Maybe you don't read enough into games, but you think I read too much into some games. I'd say it's fair, Mesfia. It's absolutely possible. What was it? I remember. So I was reading a report basically, or like a blog post, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, where somebody was like they were doing a thematic analysis of the Joy Luck Club, and basically they were like doing a lot of analysis on the fact that a specific door was red, and that, you know, red in a lot of Southeast Asian and Southeastern or Eastern Asian cultures view the color red as being very significant. It's lucky. There's a lot of like spiritualism behind it, and I remember that the writer basically responded, and they were like, this is really well done, but you're not actually talking about any of my thought process that went into it. I didn't really think much about making the door red. And then like the student who had like written the paper was like, well, is it possible you were subconsciously influenced to do this? And the writer was like, no, I just made the door red. And it was a very funny criticism about media literacy. But I would also argue, I think video games, to me, are the most likely to need media literacy, because the thing with video games, unlike writing books and other pieces of media, right, is that while writers of novels do still have editors and still need to go through, theoretically, some sort of publishing house, the involvement that the publishing house has in the like minutia is much less than video games, right? Video games are overseen by a board of directors who oftentimes want their name in the credits, so they will make some arbitrary and obtuse contribution. Basically, for Arcane Studios, they wanted Dishonored 2 to just be about Emily Caldwin. And basically the board of directors was like, yeah, but guys play more video games than gals, so you have to have Corvo. And it was like, okay, so what was there a point in adding Corvo Atano into Dishonored 2 other than the like fulfillment of that particular member of the board of directors point? Was there a real satisfaction of needs and market criteria? But also, fair, I do overanalyze shit all the time. So yeah. Mesfia asked why I was buying Fending gear. Oh, because I like Fending gear. There's an RP server in Aether. I think Fairy, right? Supergiant Games, yeah. Hades is Emmett Selk, so a device is obliged to hate it. You caught me. I'm pretty sure most people view Fairy as the RP server, yeah. The RP server of Aether. Siren Dawntrail starting soon. Ooh. Okay. Sometimes make games for fun time. No thought, just fun. I mean, that's a part of the need for MSQ, right? Or not MSQ, indie games. Indie games do satisfy that need for a lot of people, right? What am I trying to do? I'm trying to put away maths. I should pop over to... Y'all want to go on a hunt train? Most RP things you've seen for Aether are Genova, Midgard, Sormer, Sargatanas, and Siren. There. I've been out of the scene for a considerable amount of time. Bigger budget narrative games might have some commentary into them. But like, even if you take, and sorry, this is a very like personal thing on this. But even if you were to take like video games that epitomize violence, right? Like, why is Going Postal considered a cult classic for its graphic and like insane depiction of violence, but Mortal Kombat has entered into the public geos as like something that's necessary, like a fundamental part of the equation, right? Yep. Hopping over to Urkapacha right now, Marin. We're going to instance 1. And it's a part of the modern... we are in instance 1, perfect. It's a part of the modern conceptualization of violence being more acceptable than other sensitive content. And I do think that's got stuff to it, you know? Maybe you're wrong, but you refuse to think Peglin has more meaning than Peggle, but roguelike and Q Goblin. Okay, so and I know this is just going to be displeasing to you, Susie, but I do think there is actually more to it, right? Because you are correct, right? Insofar as Peglin probably did not go into it with a mission statement of secretly let's corrupt the world or do something else, right? But I think there's something worth saying, that you can still see what the developers are saying as a mission statement of what is fun or what is worth rewarding, right? Like, think about the fact that Peglin at launch didn't have a shop. They didn't have the coin mechanic, right? And so it was a lot more pure randomness, which I think is actually something worth exploring, right? Like, what was the idea behind the inclusion of the shop, having mechanics around the idea of currency? And then think about some of the other mechanics that are included afterwards, right? There are relics that stop you from getting more money, relics that make you effectively spend money, right? And correct, there is no mission statement. I don't think Peglin is out there to be like, the free market is the ultimate advancement in video game tech. But I do think there is a question on what is included and when it is. Which again is not a mission statement necessarily, but Marin! Yeah, I did see ads. We're just forming up for a hunt train, so people aren't missing anything. Pixie saying, surely if more men than women play games, you should try to increase the number of women playing, since that's an untapped market with disposable income. It's not, since a lot of women play games and just don't advertise they're women because it's not worth it. Yeah, very fair, Pixie. Again, right, like, there is weird conceptualizations when it comes to all of this stuff, so yeah. Yes, Marin, the point about Lalafells being superior has been made. Oh my god. Oh my god, I think I've glitched into the door. Oh, I can't. Oh no! Oh no! Save me! Oh, I can't. Oh no! Help! Oh no, I can't get... Can I dismount? Oh no! Well... Ah, truly the darkest timeline. I literally cannot get out of the Pelu Pelu door. Oh! I know, you were telling me to take a quick break before it starts. No, well... don't think that one went well. But yeah. You did play... Oh, right, sorry. Postal 1 did have, like, a weird secret story, but at face value, and unless you really dig into things, it's just senseless violence. And so, like, this is a pretty common occurrence with all forms of media, right? Including more, like, traditional, conventional art, like there is oftentimes a relationship between the traditional and accepted form of something versus the now more radical and more deviant, right? Like, Postal had some supposedly interesting things to say about the state of the games industry, and that does actually happen a lot. But a part of the problem with that is most of the times those statements are not a means to an end, right? The punk period of most media is followed up by a post-punk, where more traditionalists come in and sort of integrate certain elements into the new era of games, right? So, like, Postal having more open world elements, having like a non-linear progression, I think were a lot of the things that got integrated into the new world, right? Like, you know, Minecraft is considered sort of a punk response in a lot of ways. to the sort of traditional video game being considered shooter in the early 2000s, and so the relationship between that. Still first person, obviously, but the inclusion of crafting elements, right? And so now crafting is considered staple in video games, where you didn't used to have that, or you would have crafting for maybe one or two things, unless you were specifically a point-and-click adventure game. So, yeah. You did play Postal 2 because you really wanted to see why people liked it. As a fellow overreader of media for the sake of literacy, you can find depth even if you wanted to. It's just dark humor to be dark and edgy. I think another classic video game that is very indicative of that is Duke Nukem, right? Like, a lot of people like really love the Duke Nukem series, and Duke Nukem was similarly just, we're making fun of a lot of traditions to make fun of it, and the sort of further thought comes post facto. So yeah. Yeah, Clary, fair enough. Sorry, 1NFK, I did miss your message over there, but thanks for watching on the YouTube side. Appreciate it. Enjoy the slideshow that is going to be coming up from Hunt Trains. I should spend... Oh, no! No, gemstones. Fine. Nutsacks, empty. I just am full of gemstones. Okay, I panicked for a second there, sorry. Yeah, Southies, I mean, like, again, right? Like, so this is a part of the frustration that I have with regards to conversation about the games industry, because we are assuming monolith status, because Mesfia is right? That there are games out there like Peglin, like I think some of the other indie games that we have played that are hey, we want to make something that is entertaining, right? Like, could you do some like in-depth analysis about the mechanics and the statements about like society at large? Because like Peglin, for example, does include parts of its video game that are designed around certain content creators who are don't worry, Mesfia. This is the reason why Marin was able to glitch me into a door. It's because I just right-click follow Marin when we're in the same hunt train, so Marin takes me where I need to go. This is a part of the conversation with regards to like games industry and literacy, right? Is like, is there no Sabatender minion in this for this X pack? Oh god, I moved my health bars up here for raiding, and I do hate it, but yeah. Nutsack's empty? Alright, Wirebone, okay. I am very capped. I'm not playing the game! Like, I am fully playing 14 just for raid at this point, and a little bit for stream, but cutting out the Tuesday, or the Wednesday, Thursday streams, in favor of Bronte, which I enjoy Bronte. I'm not playing video games in my free time for the sake of playing video games, you know? Which is kind of sucking some of the joy out of it, which is a part of the reason why I've been sticking with Bronte, despite the fact that it's not the highest performing one, you know? You were on Samurai? Hell yeah. So this is going to be instance 2. Fantastic. Lads are doing the teleport for me. Which means that we'll have to click buttons a couple of times, but you get it. Instance 2. Wow. That was weirdly painless. Oh no! Tender Valley, it's the first boss. Is it also the A rank, though, Wirebone? I can't tell you all right when I said that. I don't know, Wirebone. I don't think I've said anything worthy of you putting that, frankly, disgusting phrase out. Because it feels like Queen Hawk is occupying the position of like the other tenders, right? Like be here, be gone. Which is very funny now that we know Arcadion, right? One day you hope you continue that RP if I want to. Yeah, like, here's the thing, Sathis. Great news. I want to. However, no time to get him stuck again. I was wondering where you were, Marin, yeah. No, there's no Sabotender like that. Gotcha. Orcapacha, I3. Oh, damn. Did you want to eat pancakes with popotos? Now's your chance. I would have thought that potatoes and pancakes were pretty normal because of breakfast potatoes. You know. Hollows are friends, not food. Oh, excuse me. Oh, actually, that's very sweet. Someone is doing, the lore behind the hunt targets. Sometimes a new tarantula hawk queen is born to take her loyal citizenry on a crusade to find a new home. If you see one of these queens, put an end to her colonial ideas. Alright, Squeenix. Little tongue-in-cheek, but fair enough. And then the tree mark is Netchu Siho, means wise wood in the Pelu Pelu tongue on account of it being able to speak. Quite an achievement for a tree. Not that you'll get idle talk, only broken bones. Sure. Raven! I do wish there was more stuff like this. For the idea of people to be doing the open world stuff. God, my computer is unhappy with me. Well... we want to be in instance 1. We're in instance 1. Wacky. Fancy seeing you here. It's only because of the rating. It's only because of the rating. No! Raven got so far out that the game despawned them and so I couldn't follow them anymore! Truly the darkest timeline. Let me touch him. Let me give him a little kiss. I think I'm gonna get hit by that. No! Lag works in my advantage once again. Ooh, okay. I mean, like, this is the other thing that I will say, right? Which is, like, I do enjoy hunt trains. But I just have a way bigger enjoyment of hunt trains when it's not full, if that makes sense. Like, we've had the conversation about hunt train culture on Aether before, but, like, golly gee, if I cannot for the life of me just... like, I like it when it's not so time sensitive, right? And, like, there is this, like, sweet spot. Like, so Shadowbringer hunt targets have been, you know, getting taken out, right? And the thing with the Shadowbringer hunt targets is it's now getting to the point that sort of Heavensward hunt targets are, where you can pretty comfortably, pretty easily, do it with, like, a light party or a full party. But, like, that was something that, like, I think is much more enjoyable, is being able to do these hunts with, like, small groups of people. Instance 2. Yep. That's the player limit at destination that I wanted to see. That's the thing that I think of when I think of hunt trains. Have I seen the mount for completing the Dawntrail hunt achievements? I haven't. I haven't done actually any of the old hunt achievements, I don't think. Battle? Okay, it was a hunt. Oh, that's right. We can't look at them here, can we? Battle Benoy! Zowie, thanks! I do appreciate the 10 months of Prime sub. Any primers? But genuinely, thank you so much. Especially because you have to re-up it manually every time. Big appreciation. Wow, 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 wow. Exactly. But how you been? Hope the Dawntrail interaction has been everything you hoped it would be and more. I was just being a little whingy, which is fine. Well, I say fine. Go to instance 3. You were sick in bed for a bit over the week, so your brain is scattered? No! And thank you very much, Pixie, for gifting that sub to Black Cat Coder. I appreciate that. I don't know what a Zowie Mama is. Like, I don't know how you want me to hit you with that. Like, what is the proper intonation? Zooey Mama. Okay. There, for you, Sappies. And achievement amount is Oler, a dragon from Ratatoskir's brood. Okay. That is interesting. So do you think that's who Ritra brought? What a good, fun dance. Because that is pretty much, like, my headcanon has been with Grace Velgare recusing himself in Samal, right? That obviously Ritra is just borrowing the Dravanian horde, but there has been a question for a very long time about what happened to Ratatoskir's brood, so... Oh, please let me touch them even once. Let me lick this toad. Let me give this toad a tender caress. Yoptel, instance 1. Belonging to Ratatoskir's brood, Uller was searching for a mortal with whom it could weave songs when it chanced to see you in the middle of a hunt. So impressed was it by your prowess, it chose to accompany you on your travels, in hopes of witnessing more heroic feats. This has actually been something that happens with a couple of others, right? The Wyvern Dragon Mount, 50 score years ago, so that would be 600 years ago, this wyvern made a pact with the knight to aid in vanquishing evil from the skies. Even now, long after the knight's passing, the wyvern has kept that promise, ever circling the heavens, ignoring the calls of his brethren to take up arms against mankind. Which is interesting. There's another dragon. Oh no, we want to be on its right. Oh, it's fine. So that's actually quite common these days. Not that that's a bad thing. You know, more dragon lore is better, but yeah. Do you come across as Gen Z? Yeah. Cannot say you do, Pixie. Oh my god, Girly Pop, thank you so much. I thought a score was 12 years, but I might be wrong. In which case, that would actually align better. Because if it is 20, that would actually correspond with the founding of Ishgard, right? Because then that would be 1,000 years. And if it was 1,000 years, that would be around... So Ishgard was founded 1,200 years ago, which would, yeah. Aligns more approximately. Instance 2. It is 20 years? There you go. 600 years would have been during Nidhogg's third, like, rampage. So it does make a lot of sense for it to be 20. Because then you wouldn't have that problem. But there you go. There you go. I learned something new today. So yeah, Ishgard was founded around 1,200 years ago, give or take a little bit for time dilation. The Wyverns swearing to fight with knights around 1,000 years ago vaguely corresponds to the Stormblood, like, extra stories that are on the Lodestone when Estinian is talking to Freysvelgr. And the conversation about the Dragoon artifact armor sets. But yeah. Is Mamook actually faster? Okay. You find it really weird when people accuse you of being young to discount what you're saying? Well, I mean, ageism in general is perhaps one of the most popularized forms of dismissal, right? You'll get it when you're older, etc. So the fact that it's being levied against you is more an indication that they can't find anything to demerit your argument. Or that there is some sort of, please let me touch you, thank you, some sort of conversation about it being particularly sensitive subject material, so. So we're going to instance 3. And then I'm gonna put up the PF again to get an 8th member. It's not terribly critical, but it's nice. Don't tell anyone your age or your gender. Become omnipotent, genderless orb of wisdom. Yeah, but I like the pleasures of the flesh too much for genderless, omnipotent orb. Ponder the orb. What's the orb's name in 14? Ozma? I hate that guy. Who says genderless orb can't get freaky? Alright, Battle Benoy, tell me how you seduce an orb. His touch was gentle, following the infinite curve of the orb's plane. Like, there's nothing there! Just an orb? You can't get freaky with an orb, unless it's a very small orb, but that's a different conversation. A smooth, curved surface? I can't believe this. Y'all out here playing with orbs. Ooh, I'm on the right. I don't want to be here. It won't matter, probably. We've got so many boys. But you get it. Baloney, instance 1. Oh, am I in the right instance? Oh my god. Bizarre. Cannot believe the little amount of instance after teleport that I've had to deal with. This is an insane day. People have orbs, if you catch my drift. They accused you of being a guy too, and you literally have your pronouns in your profile. This sounds like a bad time, Pixie. It just sounds like a bad place to be, yeah. If you can't get freaky with an orb, you just aren't imaginative enough? Okay. Listen, orb defenders. I'm only gonna say this once, and I'm only gonna say this once, because I don't want this to ever be in anyone's Gias ever again. But if you want to get freaky with an orb, that's your business. But what I am saying is that if the point is for you to ascend to a higher plane of intellectual, enlightenment, then you have to, at a certain point in time, forsake the pleasures of the flesh. Ain't nobody out there becoming enlightened through, hedonic pleasures. Want to put money on that? Yes. I will put exactly one gifted sub that you did, Pixie. Actually, there is a conversation to be had also in part about, yeah, I will put $8 billion and also verbal agreements are no longer contractually binding in the United States. Different conversation for you, but not the problem for me. So, instance 2. I'll be honest with you, I know generally the term tantric. I do not know its usage in this context, so yeah. Why can't you ascend to a higher plane and be a freaky hoe? Alright. You know what? I have been taught the errors of my ways. You are now contractually obligated to have sex with at least one orb a day. Congratulations, chat. No, please, I just wanted to right-click follow you. Tantra stems loosely from religious texts that follow in spiritualism. Tantric sex is a slow, meditative form of sex where the end goal is not orgasming, but enjoying the sexual journey and sensations of the body. It aims to move sexual energy throughout the body for healing, transformation, and enlightenment. Pixie, perhaps I have been spoiled in my interactions in the past, but if somebody came up to me and said that to me, I don't know that I would have the greatest of times with someone like that. Like, if someone approached me with even half of that particular vibe, I'd be like, okay, I think this is a you kind of endeavor. But you know what? You win this round. We officially have confirmation there are people who did that. How did we get onto this subject? JR, I'm very easily led into particular conversations. You get it. Body presses out. Instance 3. There is apparently something very spicy going on in the Aether Hunts train, right? Discord. And I will be honest, I am a little sad that I cannot see it. Please pronounce the name of this town. Oh, sure. It's, Kusatawi. Oh no. I think it was you, JR, who was telling me that the pterodactyl, like, will tell you exactly what they're doing with the maneuver, but that the like, information is, like, you know, specific to its moves. Absolutely could not fathom. Are we gonna get instance 1 automatically? Why is this happening today? I'm glad it's happening today. But how is that happening? Bizarre. Sorry, I was just thinking about how much I enjoy the architecture of old Alexandria, and then was reminiscing on the fact that I do want the next expansion to be void-based, and then how much I was thinking that wasn't going to happen. And that made me pretty sad. We couldn't properly go to Old Alexandria? Really, Battle Benoit? I'm surprised. I would have assumed that you were very up on the fidget spinners and the, like, electricity and the, like, you know, would have been very, very, very pleased about that kind of stuff. When you saw the ruins, you were so hyped. Oh, okay. I am also partially sad that the textures for the old, like for the Alexandria armor, are just the stuff that we found in like just the crafted gear from Endwalker. But on the flip side, right, like that is a part of the whole shards and reflections conversation. So. Well, I am no longer following Marin. Where's Raven? Oh, actually, I could just right-click follow Petite Cat. Oh no! Absolutely zero trust. Are you kidding me? Oh, I need to touch it. Even once, please. Thank you. Is there a point to TPing here? I feel like the answer is no. What did you even do today to earn no trust? You were telling me not to get the fending gear, Mesphia. And you're objectively right? Ain't no way. Can't believe this. Okay. Don't tell anyone else. But a part of the reason why I wanted to save the crafted gear bow got made for me was because I wanted to pentameld spell speed and piety. We need to go to I3. So I know that is literally an unhinged thing to say while I'm in a static, but there you go. So. Nope, that's I1. Oh, I'm in hell. Also, I'm just defaulting to trusting Marin again, so, you know, here we are. It's fine, you'll remember. Yeah? What are you remembering, Mesphia? Not to father, no! Why did I? Interesting. Could not tell you what any of these bosses' mechanics are if they're more complicated than in and out, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, this has been amazing. Every time you hear this song, you're learning it on piano? Hell yeah, Battle Benoit. Ugh. I should relearn how to play piano. But I feel like it's been so long that my fingers have lost all muscle memory. You know, I am disappointed that Sally the Sweeper gets more horny shout chat than Galatea. Which, like, Galatea cannot get horny shout chat because Galatea is a dungeon boss, but still. The Siren Discord has the hunt scheduled now. Really? Okay. I'll check it out. Theoretically, it's always had it, Raven, if I remember correctly. It's been ages. It's been weird how long it's been since the last time I saw Tofu. But, I mean, maybe I'm just not doing hunts at the same time I used to, right? Instance 2. No, I would have to get a keyboard or a piano in the first place, and I'm not willing to spend out that kind of dosh. And by not willing, you know, obviously the other part of it is unable, but that's a different story. Oh no! So the Hunt NPC in Solution 9 theorizes that the cat's eye is actually the spirit of someone's dead cat. Why cats look like that on the inside, huh? I mean, there is no part of me that does not think that's what cats look like on the inside. But why they look like that on the inside, though? Oh, doesn't it say something like when a cat dies, it takes its owner's bad stuff with it? I don't know. It's after 10? Oakley dokley. I will probably finish this then and call it a day, because this is, once again, just truly been homework time. You look like that inside, too. When you die, Susie, be sure not to die in a magical universe where your soul is captured and used to power batteries. When you die, you hope to become a beholder. Beholder lore in Dungeons and Dragons, though, is wacky. Like, beholders are unironically out to genocide everyone who isn't a beholder. And then also they hate their own, like, other beholders. Which is like, at some point in time, Wizards of the Coast, you gotta figure out, like, how their society can even exist, lads. Oh, instance 3. The hunt trains are especially spicy today. Golly gee. Where is it going? Oh, I see. It's very funny to have a gaze attack that also moves so that if you're not paying attention, you accidentally gaze at it after it moves. But, like, again, it's fine. It be what it be. Wow, cheap viewers! Alright, lads. It's been real, and it's been fun. But it hasn't been real fun. I will catch you dweebs later. And let's see who's streaming right now. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, so supposedly Pixie, they were using one with a tilde over it. I just cannot be bothered. Ba, 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 ba. You know what? I have absolutely no idea what I am looking at. Among multiple axes. But Tonka is currently streaming art. What that means, I could not tell you. Oh, is it Tonka's birthday? Oh, it's Tonka's birthday. Drop him a follow if you're feeling so inclined. And yeah, they are a good friend and a delightful individual. So I will catch you guys around. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.